They rent their farms and their farmlands, and they yield from the profit yield from the farmland according to how many acres of land rent to the organization corporation.
And so, are the same people that are renting the land also part of the cooperative, or are they just simply the people that give the land?
问题就是，如果这些农民把自己的
一部分人嘛到县城打工，经常打工，就是那种，然后放羊的、养牛的、养羊的那种，发展养鸡业嘛。
There are two kinds of circumstances. One is that the farmer lends their farms to the organization, and they're employed by the organization as well, and they get monthly pay from the organization. The other way is they just give away.
The farmer can lease their land to the farming company, but they may also be employed by the same company for a monthly salary. The other option they are given is to lease out land in order to search for jobs in the nearest towns. In that case, they get a yearly payment for their crops without having to work at all in the cotton fields. The farming companies are bringing in technology, farming machines, fertilizers, control technology, and know-how.
Do you know when they pay tax, how much do they pay? Do you know?
If the income exceeds 5,000 per month, they will get tax. They will pay the tax. If their income is...
Xinjiang, who is translating the interviews, says that farming income up to 5,000 yuan, equivalent to $688 per month, is not taxed. And from 6,000 onwards, it is taxed at 17%. Yang says the collaboration between the farming communities and the farming companies has increased the farmers' incomes by some 40%. If the farmers work their crops in cooperation with the farming companies, they earn 500 to 600 more yuan per acre of cropland than in 2019 when they worked without modern farming technology. A normal working day is around 8 to 10 hours, and their daily salary is based on 4,000 to 10,000 yuan per month. The average daily salary is 200 yuan. The salary is low compared to Western standards, but the living costs are very low in the countryside of Xinjiang. The easing of burdens allows the farmers to enjoy life more, get other jobs, or spend more time with their families.
I have a question. The younger generations, how are they doing? How are they living their lives when it comes to farming and so on?
到城里就是创业嘛，开个店呀，或是做生意呀，然后经常是打工呀，然后一部分人到我们合作社当员工，还有一部分人嘛，经常那个
1/3 of the younger generation choose to stay and work for the cooperative, and less than 1/3 of the younger generation choose to live where they are, and they seek opportunities in other places, and less than 1/3 they would develop their business in animal husbandry, either here or in other places.
Because of the wide use of technology and machineries, all the people's responsibilities is just probably standing off the screen and press the buttons, and the only if there's only one thing that is demanding, that she needs to walk around in the field to check if there's a leakage. All this water and fertilizers are used. These are planted in the field and controlled by a computer.
So how many farmers are there in this organization?
咱们农村农业合作社里面现在是有多少的人
？273，我的合作社一共273人。
273 employees, just in his cooperation.
Okay. I want to ask her, what was the transition like from being a farmer into her current position? If she can talk about that transition period.
他说就是能不能请这个您谈一下，就是这种 您自己对于这种转换的一种考虑。
kooperatifning yerida kooperativ yeringizni teryapti, o'zingiz shu kooperativda ishlayapsiz degan gap. Buni qattasi
tasdiq ish qilib. Ele 3 model, 5 model yak jo'akin, u yak taraf izlab
berib. Nanda qilgan, o'sha Liangquardi, nega
5 model yani 3-4 kun, 5-6 kun teriydi.
Shawkardi emas, Suypian tudi.
Tasdiq. Hozir bergan kun.
Shunday qilib o'sha Jonli xuma o'sha Pencha Daqvardilar. Uni yikvardi ish yibay modida yibay modi.
Bilan bo'lib ketdi.
Before she works in this cooperation organizations, the farming for her was a little demanding, mostly because every household they own very limited amount of land. For example, 2 mu or 3 mu. So the small patches, they own small patches of land which probably were not next to each other. And now she works, she leases the land to the cooperation organizations. In fact, because these cooperation organizations owns the like 100 mu, when these lands connected together, she only needs to manage or works in a large patch of field, and because of the use of technology and machineries, so compared with working on her own farm, working in the cooperation organizations were not as demanding as before. 80%是分红吗？啊，80%
自己留给20%。
啊 ，the only 20% of the profits goes to the cooperation organizations. 80% of the profits will be given to the farmers as dividends.